Hey folks, picture this. By the end of 2025, Chinese EVs aren't just nipping at the heels of Detroit and Tokyo, they're flat out lapping flooding streets from São Paulo to Stockholm with SUVs that haul ass, sip power like a desert mirage, and cost less than your last oil change. But here's the gut punch secret ILL drop at the end. One underdog import that's quietly gunning to crash the party and steal the show. Stick around, cause if you're not white-knuckling your remote by then, I'll eat my greasy shop rag. Man, pull up a stool in this old garage of mine, smells like high-octane dreams and yesterday's torque wrenches. Name's Jack. Been elbow deep in engines since I could reach the pedals on my dad's '72 Ford pickup, back when EVs were just sci-fi fever dreams from some mad inventor in a basement. This channel, it's my late-night bull session with you gearheads. No suits, no scripts, just raw rubber and the roar of what's next. We're talking cars that make your pulse race, stories that stick like mud on a rally tire. Tonight, we're cruising into 2025's wild frontier, China's electric SUV invasion, the kind that's rewriting the rulebook faster than a burnout at the drags. Remember the 80s? Japanese iron like the first Civics and Accords hit American shores like tidal wave, cheap, bulletproof, and suddenly, everyone's uncle was trading his rust bucket Chevy for one. Sound familiar? That's China now, but on steroids and caffeine. They've got the battery game locked down, tighter than a nitro dragster's valves. BYD, the kingpin, ain't messing around. Their Seal SUV. It's like if your favorite family hauler grew fangs over 300 miles of range on a single charge, zipping to 60 in under 7 seconds, all for about 35 grand stateside. I test drove a prototype last month. Felt like cheating gravity, smooth as silk but with that predatory growl from the regen brakes. And get this, it's got this wild blade battery tech, born from their phone empire, days safer than a vault. Number fires and crash tests that'd make a Hollywood stunt coordinator sweat. But hold your lug nuts, it's not just BYD, Zacker's 009 MPV's UV hybrid. That's the Trojan horse in your driveway. Folks, picture a van that corners like a Miata on rails. Room 4.7 with legroom that'd make a limo driver jealous. And a plug-in setup that stretches 600 miles mixing gas and juice. Starts at 40,000, but packs LiDAR eyes for self-driving. That's smarter than your GPS on a bad day. I chuckled thinking of the old Cord hybrids from the 30s, fancy electric assists that flopped hard. Zeeker's flipping that script, blending old school space with new world smarts. They're already stacking factories in Hungary, eyeing Europe like a wolf at the hen. Exports hit 1.5 million last year. By Christmas 25, that's doubling, flooding Brazil and Thailand with rigs that laugh at potholes. Slide over to the underbelly. Xpeng's G9, the sleeper hit. This beast is Audi Q8's evil twin, curvy as a '57 Chevy, but silent as a whisper under the hood. 400-mile range, four-wheel torque vectoring that dances through corners like Fred Astaire in loafers, and an infotainment setup with AR heads-up that overlays traffic like a video game cheat code. Priced at 45 large, it's undercutting Germans by 2 and word from Shanghai show floors is dealers can't keep them in lots. Fun fact, Xpeng's CEO was a Tencent hotshot. These cats code AI like it's breathing. Remember when Tesla's autopilot felt like magic? This is that, but with a cultural twist, voice commands in Mandarin that predict your cravings for dim sum mid-commute. Off-the-wall insight, China's got 2 million chargers nationwide now, more than the rest of the planet combined. That's why their EVs evolve weekly. Real-world miles, not lab fluff. Now, rewind to the grit, NIO's ES8, the luxury bruiser. It's like if Range Rovers went electric and hired a Shaolin monk for handling air suspension that reads the road like Braille. 350 miles per pop, and battery swaps at stations faster than a pit stop at Le Mans. 60 grand entry. But with that Neo House lounge vibe at service spots, it's community on wheels, not just transport. Sold 100K in China last quarter alone. Creeping into Norway, where fjords meet fjords of fjord riding, EVs ties back to the 90s Land Cruiser boom, rugged royalty for the elite off-roader. But surprise, these Chinese titans are greener than a 70s VW bus, churning out SUVs with recycled guts and solar skins that charge themselves in a parking lot bake-off. Zoom out, and it's a seismic shift. Tariffs. Sure, Uncle Sam's slapping 100% on M, but folks are smuggling M in gray markets anyway. Island's sales up 300%. History echoes. Henry Ford's Model T democratized wheels. Now BYD's doing it with electrons. Global fleets. Europe's ditching diesels for these invaders. Brazil's paving Amazon trails with M. Sharp take. The real killer app ain't speed or screens, it's the ecosystem. Apps that sync your fridge to your frunk, predicting tire wear before you feel the shimmy. I've seen gearheads scoff, calling M Toyotas from Tianjin, but drive one, and it's love at first launch. They're forcing the big three to sweat Ford's scrambling hybrids, GM's begging for chips. All right, throttle down that underdog. Drumroll. the 2026 Mitsubishi XFORCE, sneaking in from ASEAN shadows like a rally ghost. Born in Indonesia, 23, it's a compact beast on the expander Bones 1.5-liter mill or plug-in hybrid brewing. Active yaw control, gripping like Evo DNA in your daily driver. Price bets on 25 to 30K US. Features a 12-inch dash wizardry, 222mm clearance for gravel romps, and modes from mud to manic. Release: early 26 North America. Previewing the Outlander Sport Revival. Worth it. Hell yeah, you crave that Mitsubishi soul without the EV sticker shock. It's the hidden gem, flipping Chinese dominance on its ear, proving the East-West mashups where the fire's at. Whew, what a ride heart, pounding like headers on a cold start. So, tell me in the comments, will these Chinese Chargers crown kings of the cul-de-sac, or does an old-school hybrid like the XFORCE sneak the win? Hit like if you're Team Torque, sub for more garage gospel, share with your pit crew. Drive safe, dream dirty, catch you on the blacktop.